Locally sourced produce aims to connect farmers and shoppers in the same region to help develop a more resilient food system. The Tacoma Food Co-op provides options for local, organic, and natural foods. Today we talk with Mason Durfee, Member Engagement Coordinator at the Co-op. Welcome, Mason.
Thanks so much for having me, Diane.
We're really pleased to have you. And can you begin by telling us how the Co-op started?
Sure, yes. Well, it was really a community effort. So many folks came together, and I think folks participated in many different ways. Some folks participated by donating money to the cause, and other folks were, the ones with the pencils and pads and actually planning how to open the store. But long story short, in the summer of 2011, we officially opened our storefront on the corner of 6th and Junette, and all of that community effort kind of came to a head, and we were finally able to establish a co-op in the city. So it's been a long journey, but we're very happy to have been around now 4 years strong, and we're actually coming up on our 4-year anniversary this month.
Yeah, the Co-op has become an incredible community asset, and I'd like to know, do you have to be a member to shop there?
No, you do not have to be a member to shop at the Co-op. Anyone and everyone is welcome to shop there.
I hear that since March you've been offering classes and events, and have some of those been cooking classes?
Yes, indeed. We've had cooking, gardening, and actually what I'm going to demonstrate today is just one of the examples of something you could learn how to make during one of our classes.
Okay.
So it's a corn salsa, and what you would do is you would get some beautiful apple cider vinegar and some salt and sugar, and all of these spices are from our bulk spice department at the Co-op. Got my sugar over here. And you're gonna bring this to a boil. It probably takes about 5 minutes over medium-high heat, and you wanna make sure to stir your vinegar and your salt just so that all the sugar and all the salt breaks down. And then once it's broken down, you've got it at a nice boil, you're actually gonna go ahead and add your veggies. And I've got beautiful corn, peppers, red and green sweet peppers here.
And is the produce coming from local sources?
Yes, absolutely. So we source a lot of our things from Washington and Oregon farms, and some of these are actually from some local farms that we work with in the summer months. And it's just beautiful, fresh produce. We really try and source as locally as we can, so within Washington State or Oregon, Northwest. So
great.
Yeah, so once you've got all your veggies in there and it's boiling, you're just gonna turn the heat down to low and let it simmer for about 15 minutes. And what ends up happening is just this beautiful, all the flavors start developing. You wanna add your spices as well at the same time as the veggies. So here I've got some celery seed. I've got beautiful turmeric, and we have bulk spices at the Co-op, so you're able to get all of this in bulk. And then dry mustard here.
This smells really great.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Right here, all mixing together. And I know that when you buy bulk spices, they cost a fraction of what they would cost if you were buying them in a little jar.
Right, absolutely. You're just bypassing all the packaging and you're getting it for a nice wholesale price. So in terms of affordability and just folks who are cooking and want to experiment, I think it's a great option for sure.
It is a great option. So go ahead and finish cooking this delight.
So basically, if I had this simmering for 15 minutes, what you'll start to notice is all those vegetables break down. It starts to get this beautiful aroma, and I'll actually, at the 15-minute mark, I'll go ahead and turn off the heat, and I'll just let it cool. And then you have two options. You could put it in a bowl and keep it in your fridge for up to 3 weeks, or you could actually can it in these mason jars, and it makes about 8 of these mason jars. So you would need to water bath can it if you were doing that, but it lasts for a really, really long time in the fridge, which is great.
Or you can invite all your friends over.
Yes.
Bring a big bowl of chips.
Yeah, absolutely.
And try it out.
Yeah. So I've got some here that has been sitting. All the flavors have marinated. It's been sitting for about 24 hours, and that's when it's like perfect. So we'll try a little bit here. Got my spoon. So yeah, and it is a little liquidy, but I mean it's essentially like a salsa or a relish. But I've seen people put it over salads. I've seen people put it over eggs. It's really versatile in what you can do. And then, we'll go ahead
May I?
Yes, please do. It's got that nice color because of the turmeric and everything. So, I'm going to have some
wonderful.
as well.
Please do.
Yeah. Perfect for preserving all those summer vegetables that are just going crazy right now. So.
It's true. So you mentioned that many of the vegetables are locally sourced. So how many of the vegetables at the Food Co-op are locally sourced?
That's a great question. Well, I know that we were crunching some numbers recently, and I believe that we figured out that we had over $100,000 in sales just from some small Tacoma vendors. In terms of produce, we don't have firm data on that, but we do our best to source locally. And in terms of our overall store, our focus is to really try and not have it be from far away and have it be from either Washington or Oregon if we can. If not, then we look to regional producers to try and make it so that there's not all that gas that's going into transporting our food from point A to point B. So
great. And so when you shop at the co-op and you buy this kind of thing, you're helping support the local economy, which is a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for this demonstration. Thank you for coming down
Thanks so
today.
much for having me. I appreciate being here.
Up next, we visit Tacoma's Central Wastewater Treatment Plant and see how it's received some much needed protection.